Welcome to the Mind Spark, bringing you the latest news from around the world. The world of global commerce paused and took note. On a seemingly ordinary day in early 2025, China, in conjunction with Mexico, unveiled a project of breathtaking audacity. Beijing announced its intention to spearhead the construction of a new transoceanic canal across the Isthmus of Tehuantepec in Mexico. The price tag attached, a staggering $50 billion, underscored the seriousness of this endeavor. This initiative promises to redraw maritime maps and challenge long-standing trade dynamics. The announcement sent ripples across continents, from the financial centers of New York and London to the shipping hubs of Singapore and Rotterdam. For decades, the Panama Canal has been the undisputed linchpin of transoceanic trade in the Americas. Now, a formidable competitor is poised to emerge. The Mexican Isthmus Initiative is more than just an alternative route. It represents a significant geopolitical and geo-economic statement. It signals China's growing ambition to shape global infrastructure and its willingness to invest heavily in projects that could redefine international trade flows for generations to come. The initial reactions have been a mixture of awe, excitement, and apprehension. The proposed Mexican Canal is defined by its sheer scale and visionary ambition. It aims to carve a path approximately 300 kilometers long, connecting the Pacific Ocean with the Gulf of Mexico. This includes new deep-water ports, extensive rail lines, and modern highways. Planners envision a waterway for the world's largest vessels. The $50 billion investment, largely underwritten by Chinese enterprises, highlights its strategic importance. Constructing a canal of this magnitude across the Isthmus of Tehuantepec presents a formidable array of engineering challenges. The terrain, while narrower than other potential transoceanic routes in Central America, is complex. Engineers will need to navigate seismic considerations, as this region of Mexico is prone to earthquakes. One of the primary engineering hurdles will be managing the water supply for the canal's operation, especially for the lock systems. Ensuring a sustainable and sufficient water source without adversely affecting local ecosystems and communities will be a critical design element. The sheer volume of material to be excavated and moved is staggering, comparable to some of the largest construction projects ever undertaken globally. The logistics of such an operation, in terms of transporting equipment, materials, and personnel to often remote sections of the construction corridor, will be a project in itself. The project is therefore not just a feat of civil engineering, but also a significant undertaking in systems engineering and technological integration. The potential economic benefits of the Mexican Isthmus Initiative are substantial and could significantly reshape global commerce. For shipping companies, the most immediate advantage would be reduced transit times and costs for certain key trade routes, particularly between Asia and the US East Coast or Europe. By offering a viable alternative to the Panama Canal, the new waterway could alleviate congestion, which has periodically plagued the Panamanian route, leading to costly delays. This increased capacity and competition could drive down toll fees across the board, benefiting global consumers through lower prices for imported goods. The canal's ability to accommodate larger vessels than the current Panama Canal is a critical economic driver. For Mexico, the economic implications are transformative, generating tens of thousands of jobs and stimulating local economies along the canal's path. The canal, therefore, is not just a conduit for goods, but a potential catalyst for industrial development and a reordering of regional economic landscapes. The China-led Mexican Canal project has sent tremors through the geopolitical landscape. It extends Beijing's economic influence into a region traditionally within the United States sphere. Washington will closely watch this development, viewing Central America as critical to its interests. International reactions reflect a complex web of interests. For many developing nations, it might be a welcome sign of alternative investment sources. The construction of a massive canal across the Isthmus of Tehuantepec inevitably raises significant environmental concerns. The planned route traverses diverse ecosystems, including tropical forests, wetlands, and coastal areas, which are home to a rich array of biodiversity. Large-scale excavation, deforestation, and alterations to watercourses can have profound and lasting impacts. Therefore, a core component of the project involves comprehensive environmental impact assessments and mitigation strategies, aiming to balance development with ecological preservation. Planners assert that state-of-the-art environmental safeguards will be integrated into the canal's design and construction. This includes commitments to reforestation programs, the creation of wildlife corridors, and careful management of excavated materials to prevent soil erosion and water contamination. The project's long-term sustainability will depend as much on its social acceptance and equity as on its engineering and economic viability. Ultimately, the Mexican Isthmus Initiative will be judged not only on its economic efficiency, but also on its ability to demonstrate that mega infrastructure projects can be developed in a more environmentally responsible manner. While China is the primary financial and technical driver behind the Mexican Isthmus Initiative, the sheer scale and complexity of the project necessitate a degree of global partnership and cooperation. Constructing a $50 billion canal is not an undertaking any single entity, even one as resourceful as China, can easily manage in isolation. The project will likely draw upon international expertise in specialized areas of engineering, environmental management, and maritime operations. Companies from Europe, North America, and other parts of Asia with proven track records in large-scale infrastructure could find opportunities to contribute. The involvement of international financial institutions, beyond Chinese state banks, could also play a role in diversifying the funding base and enhancing the project's global legitimacy. Ensuring that the canal's design, toll structures, and operational procedures meet the needs and expectations of its international users will be critical for attracting traffic and achieving its economic objectives. This collaborative approach extends to regulatory harmonization and safety standards, aligning with international maritime conventions to ensure seamless integration into global shipping networks. The canal, therefore, could become a symbol not just of bilateral cooperation between Mexico and China, but a catalyst for a wider network of international partnerships focused on trade and development. For Mexico, the decision to partner with China on the Isthmus of Tehuantepec Canal project represents a monumental strategic choice, laden with both immense opportunities and significant responsibilities. The most apparent benefit is the potential for a massive economic uplift, particularly for the historically underserved southern states of Oaxaca and Veracruz. The influx of investment, job creation during construction and operation, and the development of ancillary industries could transform the region, reducing poverty and inequality. The canal could become a powerful engine for national development, diversifying Mexico's economy beyond its traditional strengths. The project also positions Mexico as a pivotal player in 21st-century global trade. By hosting a key transoceanic waterway, Mexico enhances its geopolitical significance and gains considerable leverage in international economic discussions. However, with great opportunity comes great responsibility. Mexico will face the challenge of managing the immense social and environmental impacts of such a mega project. Ensuring transparent governance, preventing corruption, and guaranteeing that the economic benefits are broadly shared among the population will be critical. This delicate balancing act will require astute diplomacy and a clear articulation of Mexico's national interests, ensuring the canal serves as a bridge for global commerce rather than a point of geopolitical friction. The Mexican Isthmus Initiative, if brought to fruition, will be more than just an engineering marvel or an economic catalyst. It will represent a fundamental reimagining of a historic trade vision. For centuries, the Isthmus of Tehuantepec has been eyed as a potential shortcut between the great oceans. Now, with Chinese capital and engineering might, this long-held dream is closer than ever to becoming a reality. Its completion would mark a significant milestone in the history of global infrastructure, comparable to the opening of the Suez or Panama Canals. The long-term significance of this canal extends far beyond the immediate economic benefits of faster shipping times and reduced costs. It symbolizes a broader shift in the global economic order, where emerging powers are increasingly taking the lead in shaping the infrastructure of the future. The canal will serve as a lasting testament to the ambition of its creators and the enduring human desire to overcome geographical barriers in the service of commerce and connection. The Isthmus of Tehuantepec, once a narrow strip of land, is poised to become a vital artery in the circulatory system of the world economy. The economic ripple effects of the Mexican Isthmus Initiative are poised to be monumental. As a new artery in global trade routes, the canal will significantly reduce shipping times and costs, providing a more efficient path for goods traveling between Asia and the Americas. This efficiency will not only benefit large multinational corporations, but also small and medium-sized enterprises by lowering logistical barriers and opening new markets. Pause ones. The regions surrounding the canal stand to gain significantly from its construction and operation. New jobs will be created in construction, logistics, and various support services, providing a much-needed economic boost to local communities. Additionally, improved infrastructure in the region, such as roads, railways, and ports, will attract further investment and development, fostering a more robust local economy. Pause ones. On a broader scale, the canal will enhance Mexico's strategic importance in global trade, positioning it as a key player in the international supply chain. This newfound prominence could lead to increased foreign direct investment and stronger economic ties with other nations, fostering a more interconnected and resilient global economy. However, with great opportunities come great responsibilities. It will be crucial for stakeholders to ensure that the economic benefits are equitably distributed and that the local communities are actively involved in the decision-making process. Sustainable development practices must be prioritized to ensure that the economic growth spurred by the canal does not come at the expense of the environment or social well-being. In conclusion, the Mexican Isthmus Initiative is not just a canal, it is a catalyst for economic transformation. Its successful implementation could redefine the economic landscape of the region and set a precedent for future infrastructure projects around the world, highlighting the potential for collaborative, forward-thinking solutions to drive global prosperity. The construction of the Mexican Isthmus Initiative Canal is a testament to the marvels of modern engineering and technological innovation. At the heart of this ambitious project are state-of-the-art technologies that ensure efficiency, precision, and sustainability. Pause ones. One of the key advancements is the use of autonomous construction equipment. These machines, guided by GPS and advanced software, are capable of performing complex tasks with minimal human intervention, reducing the risk of accidents and increasing overall productivity. Pause ones. Drones equipped with high-resolution cameras and LiDAR sensors provide real-time data, allowing engineers to monitor progress, inspect hard-to-reach areas, and make informed decisions swiftly. The implementation of Building Information Modeling, BIM, has revolutionized the planning and execution phases. This digital representation of the canal's physical and functional characteristics facilitates seamless collaboration among architects, engineers, and contractors, ensuring that every aspect of the project is meticulously planned and executed. To address environmental concerns, cutting-edge water management systems have been integrated. These systems utilize advanced filtration and recycling technologies to minimize water wastage and protect local ecosystems. Additionally, renewable energy sources, such as solar and wind power, are harnessed to reduce the project's carbon footprint. Pause ones. The canal's construction also leverages artificial intelligence and machine learning algorithms to predict potential challenges and optimize resource allocation. These technologies enable proactive problem-solving, ensuring that the project stays on schedule and within budget. In conclusion, the technological advancements employed in the Mexican Isthmus Initiative are not only enhancing the efficiency and safety of the construction process, but also setting new standards for sustainability and innovation in infrastructure development. Pause ones. As we look to the future, these cutting-edge technologies will continue to play a pivotal role in shaping the world around us, driving progress and fostering a more connected and prosperous global community. Amid the technological marvels and grand ambitions of the Mexican Isthmus Initiative, it is crucial to address the environmental challenges that accompany such a monumental project. The construction of the canal intersects with diverse ecosystems, presenting significant risks to local wildlife and natural habitats. One of the primary concerns is the potential disruption to migratory patterns of birds and marine life. To mitigate this, extensive environmental impact assessments have been conducted, guiding the implementation of strategic conservation measures. Pause ones. Wildlife corridors and safe passageways are being integrated into the design, ensuring that animals can traverse the area without harm. Additionally, efforts are underway to rehabilitate and restore affected habitats. Native vegetation is being replanted, and degraded areas are being revitalized to support biodiversity. The project also addresses the challenge of water pollution. Advanced filtration systems are employed to treat construction runoff, preventing harmful substances from entering nearby water bodies. Moreover, water quality is continuously monitored, ensuring that the canal does not compromise the health of surrounding aquatic ecosystems. Another significant environmental challenge is the potential for increased greenhouse gas emissions. To counter this, the initiative is committed to using renewable energy sources wherever possible. Solar panels and wind turbines are being installed to power construction activities and, eventually, the canal's operations. The project also prioritizes waste management. By adopting a circular economy approach, materials are reused and recycled, minimizing landfill use and reducing the environmental footprint. Community engagement plays a vital role in addressing these environmental challenges. Local communities are actively involved in conservation efforts, ensuring that their voices are heard and their needs are met. Educational programs are also being launched to raise awareness about environmental stewardship and sustainable practices. In conclusion, the Mexican Isthmus Initiative recognizes that environmental challenges are an inherent part of such a transformative project. Through innovative solutions and a commitment to sustainability, the initiative aims to balance development with ecological preservation, setting a precedent for future infrastructure projects worldwide. As we navigate these challenges, we are reminded that progress need not come at the expense of our planet, but can instead pave the way for a harmonious coexistence with nature. Beyond the environmental and economic dimensions, the Mexican Isthmus Initiative carries significant geopolitical implications. Pause ones. The canal's strategic location positions Mexico as a pivotal player in global trade routes, potentially altering the balance of power in international shipping. By providing an alternative passage between the Atlantic and Pacific Oceans, the canal could reduce dependency on the Panama Canal, thus diversifying global maritime logistics. This shift may lead to increased competition and collaboration among nations as they seek to leverage new opportunities for trade and investment. Pause ones. Mexico's enhanced role in global commerce could also strengthen its diplomatic ties with both regional and global powers. The canal may serve as a catalyst for deeper economic integration within Latin America, fostering regional cooperation and development. Furthermore, as a conduit for international trade, the canal could attract significant foreign investment, leading to the establishment of new trade agreements and partnerships. These geopolitical shifts could have far-reaching consequences, influencing everything from defense strategies to international relations. Nations may need to reassess their maritime policies and security measures in response to the canal's emergence as a critical juncture in global shipping. The Mexican Isthmus Initiative also underscores the importance of multilateral cooperation. As countries navigate the complexities of global trade, the canal may serve as a platform for dialogue and collaboration, promoting stability and mutual prosperity. In conclusion, the geopolitical implications of the Mexican Isthmus Initiative extend beyond its immediate economic and environmental impact. By reshaping global trade routes and fostering international cooperation, the canal has the potential to redefine the geopolitical landscape, positioning Mexico as a key player in the interconnected world of the 21st century. As we look to the future, it is clear that the Mexican Isthmus Initiative is more than just a canal. It is a symbol of Mexico's growing influence and its commitment to shaping a more interconnected and prosperous world. To truly understand the impact of the Mexican Isthmus Initiative, we turn to the voices of those directly involved in its realization. From government officials and engineers to local community leaders and environmental activists, their perspectives provide invaluable insights into the project's multifaceted nature. First, we hear from Maria Gonzalez, a senior engineer overseeing the construction. "This project is a monumental challenge," she says, "but it's also a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to create something that will benefit not just Mexico, but the entire world." Next, we speak with Juan Martinez, a local community leader. For us, this canal represents hope, Juan explains. Pause once. It's about jobs, education, and a better future for our children. From an environmental perspective, we hear from Dr. Elena Ruiz, a marine biologist. While the canal poses significant environmental challenges, it also brings opportunities for groundbreaking conservation efforts, she notes. It's crucial that we balance development with sustainability. Like Andrew Thompson, a trade analyst from the United States. The Mexican Isthmus Initiative is set to redefine global trade routes, Andrew states. It will create new economic corridors and shift the dynamics of international commerce. These interviews paint a vivid picture of a project that is as complex as it is ambitious. They highlight the diverse range of interests and concerns that must be balanced to ensure the initiative's success. As we continue to explore the Mexican Isthmus Initiative, these voices remind us that the true impact of the project will be felt not just in economic terms, but in the lives and futures of countless individuals around the world. Their stories underscore the profound responsibility that comes with such a transformative endeavor, inspiring us to strive for a future that is both prosperous and sustainable. As we look ahead, the Mexican Isthmus Initiative stands at the cusp of even greater possibilities. The canal is not just a feat of engineering, it is a gateway to future expansions that could further revolutionize global trade. Experts foresee a range of potential developments. Imagine advanced logistics hubs springing up along the canal, seamlessly integrating air, land, and sea transportation. These hubs would accelerate the movement of goods, making global supply chains more efficient than ever before. There are also discussions about renewable energy projects, utilizing the canal's infrastructure to harness wind and solar power. This could transform the region into a beacon of sustainable energy, setting a precedent for future infrastructure projects worldwide. Furthermore, educational institutions and research centers could be established, fostering innovation and equipping future generations with the skills needed to manage and expand such colossal projects. This would not only benefit Mexico, but also contribute to global knowledge and technological advancements. The canal could also inspire similar initiatives in other parts of the world, promoting regional development and fostering international collaboration. It serves as a blueprint for how large-scale infrastructure can drive economic growth while addressing environmental and social challenges. However, these ambitious prospects come with their own set of challenges. Ensuring that future expansions remain sustainable and equitable will require continued vigilance and collaboration among all stakeholders. As we envision the future of the Mexican Isthmus Initiative, we are reminded of the boundless potential that lies ahead. It is a future where innovation meets responsibility, where progress is balanced with preservation, and where the dreams of today pave the way for the realities of tomorrow. The horizon is bright, and the journey has only just begun. Together, we can build a future that is as promising as it is sustainable, ensuring that the legacy of the Mexican Isthmus Initiative endures for generations to come. Stay tuned as we continue to explore the unfolding story of this transformative project and its far-reaching implications for our world. Pause once.